Hi, this is Deanne Stansbury, and this is my informative speech. I'd like to introduce you to my audience. This is my mom, Norma Dobbs, my daughter, Olivia, and my son, Wyatt. Wyatt's going to tape my speech for me. And the information that I would like to give you tonight is on the number of children who are malnourished in Guatemala. And when I first was planning to do this speech, I knew from firsthand experience that there were many malnourished children in Guatemala, as I was able to go on a trip in June of 2011 and meet many of the people in the Lake Atitlan area. I did have to research, however, to find out the exact numbers, and there are 80% of the children in the indigenous rural areas, which is where we were, who are malnourished. And then there's a 50% number of the children overall in Guatemala who are malnourished. There are many reasons for this malnourishment. There's a cycle of poverty that exists in Guatemala, and there are many factors that play into that. As the generations have continued in the rural areas in Guatemala, the land is handed down. In many cases, it's not enough land to produce enough food to support a family, and in a lot of other cases it's not enough. The land that they do own is located in a unsafe or dangerous area, and also land ownership amongst the people in Guatemala. The largest percentage of people, the largest percentage of the land is owned by the smallest percentage of the people. There's a lack of food from not being able to produce enough food, and oftentimes the quantity of the food might be there but not the quality, so the nourishment is not there. And it also starts with the moms when they're having a baby. They don't have good prenatal care, and so they're not nourished well enough the baby starts out not having a lot of good nourishment as it's growing. And with Guatemala being a third world country, it's very underdeveloped. One of the major factors that leads to the malnourishment is their water supply. They do not have access to clean water, and they go through a lot to get water, and it needs to be filtered, and so it's unsanitary, and this causes a lot of diarrheal illnesses, which then the nutrients might be taken in, but they don't stay within the body. Another cause of the malnourishment is due to a great percentage of the fathers are absent in Guatemala. There's a lot of alcoholism, and oftentimes the men will become alcoholics, and they will be in and out of the family and often don't provide enough support to the family to feed and clothe the children.